I am Gary Paul Prince with New Writers, and we are at South by Southwest in Austin, Texas. And I am here with Simeon Margolis of Udders.
Udders.com.
How you doing?
Very good. You?
Thanks.
Good to meet you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
It's good that you guys came.
Absolutely. We're having a good time.
Yeah, you know, I was at a party the first night for our authors.
Yep.
And one of the speakers here at the conference is one of our authors, and her name is Sandra Niehaus. And everybody was pulling out their phones and talking about blogs and this and that, and shooting video and taking pictures. And she said, "Hey, I'm doing all my blogging now through my phone using Udders." Yep. And at first we were all like, what is that name of that company?
What kind of name is that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then she's like, Udders, U-T-T-E-R-Z. It's like, huh.
Don't you know?
Yeah, so when I got here at the show, I went around looking for you guys and I found you. And I was just, tell the world what Udders is about.
Absolutely. Udders.com, in a nutshell, is the easiest way to share your thoughts and experiences in any combination of voice, video, pictures, or text.
Wow.
And we take that combination of voice, video, pictures, or text, whatever is right for the situation, and we take that mashup and we put it on any web page where you already have a web presence. And you can participate in a community, a vibrant community that's going on Udders.com, but it's a great way to get any combination of voice, video, pictures, or text onto any web page. And we do this all with no client, no software that has to run on your phone. It's completely free, and it's really about user choice. It's what's the right media for the moment. Is it a quick text message? Is it a voice recording? Is it a video? Is it a combination of a bunch of things? And where is the right place for that content to show up? People have multiple web presences all over. People have Twitter profiles, they have Facebook, they have 3 blogs, they have a Flickr account, and they're trying to figure out how to post to all these things and share their experiences, like South by Southwest from the convention floor. And it's becoming increasingly hard to keep up and update all of those things in a meaningful way. And so with Udders, you can send to one email address, go@udders.com, and you can call one phone number, and that content gets routed out to where all of your web presences already exist, whether it's a Blogger blog, a TypePad blog, a WordPress blog, a Flickr account, a Facebook profile, a Twitter account, and so on and so forth, and the list goes on.
So I'm at a event, and I shoot some video with my phone, and decide I want to go ahead and post that to one of my blogs, and maybe multiple blogs.
Sure.
I just go through Udders, and can I choose, like,
Absolutely.
maybe if I have 5 blogs, I only want to do it on these 2?
Yep. You can choose right from your phone with text commands, or when you are recording your voice recording, you can say, you know what, this professional interview that I'm doing, great tool for interviews. This professional interview is just for my WordPress blog, because that's my professional blog. The slightly tipsy conversation at the pub tonight, that's really just for my Blogger blog and my Twitter friends. And then the celebrity sighting that I was excited to get later on in the corner of the convention center, one touch of your keypad, and that is on every single one of your sites that you have set up with Udders.com.
Wow.
So it's the ultimate flexibility in what content and where you want to post it.
And is this the kind of thing that you see that pretty much everybody's going to be using this type of tool because of the difficulty in multiple posting? And
we certainly hope so. I think there are a lot of people out there that are doing one thing very well, whether it's video or audio or pictures or text conversations, and we really believe that there are different mediums that are appropriate for different times. So the audio is great for conducting a on-the-fly interview using your cell phone, but sometimes video is more appropriate. So whether that's webcamming in or sending a video in from your cell phone to go@udders.com, there's something in video that is appropriate for a situation. But video isn't always the right thing. It's not always superior. Sometimes just a picture captures a moment. Sometimes you can be much more poetic in a sentence or 2. So it's really what's appropriate, and why should you have to go to 4 different networks to accomplish that one thing? You can maintain those 4 different networks, and you can use one email address and one phone number and one webcam and one computer mic and one picture uploader to route it to all of your web
when you say
presences.
one email address, that basically, I mean, because I have probably 6 email addresses
Sure.
that I'm forced to use, that I can't, I want to use one email, but when you're using that email client, you're still choosing the what's showing up as far as the return. So you can basically retain your identity.
Absolutely, absolutely. And all you need to do is send, so you maintain your anonymity, if you want it, by everyone who uses the Utters service uses go@utters.com. That's all you got to remember.
And so there's no cost at all.
No cost at all. If you have a data plan that lets you send things via MMS or email or SMS, no cost whatsoever.
So what are the limitations? I mean, there's got to be some kind of limitation. Is there? I mean, where's the rub of this thing?
You want me to admit to limitations? What is this?
No, I'm just thinking, is
sure.
it it's, you know, in this day and age, these cool things come up. I mean, Twitter, like last year, Twitter was the social networking tool that everybody was talking about.
Sure.
And this year, I blogged on our work blog, on the PeachPit blog, that, hey, you know, every year you come by South by Southwest and there's something that people are like, this is the cool little thing.
Right.
And I instantly, I'm like, it's got to be Utters, because this is the coolest thing. So,
you know, in terms of its limitations, it's one of those things that from its roots we said, let's build this thing so it's not so limiting.
Right.
So it is appropriate for all situations. So it does connect with all the networks that people are already on, because that's what makes sense. People have a ton of social networks. They have a ton of web presences. They don't need another one.
And also the business tool. I mean, it's definitely gonna blow up for that.
Absolutely, it's
and
very
you can
flexible.
Separate them out.
You know, you can carry on a threaded multimedia conversation on Utters.com itself, and it's a very powerful group communications tool. And so we're seeing a lot of pickup, and you can see a lot more in the future from us around group communications and a really unique look at how groups are communicating and connecting those conversations to the appropriate places where they need to be, and syndicating it out to the appropriate people, or restricting it to the people who need to see it, and the whole world doesn't need to see it. It just needs to be that certain group of people. But you know, you use a Yahoo group and you send emails back and forth, and it's a text conversation.
Right.
Okay, that's great. You know, obviously Yahoo Groups is doing very well, you know, nothing against them, but sometimes text isn't right.
Right.
Sometimes video is right, but the next time it might be text, and the next time after that it might be pictures, and the next time after that it might be a combination of voice, video, pictures, and text.
Right.
It's all about the flexibility.
Yeah, I guess I keep wondering, you know, we use, you know, IM was a big thing.
Sure.
And of course, Twitter, email,
Sure.
and the whole voice over IP thing it's a big deal here. But we have all these tools, and at some point you think, when are some going to fall off? Like I would have thought by now, well, email is probably taking a backseat, but really email has become a standard kind of bin on everybody's desktop. Absolutely. Where you just need email, even though it's not this ongoing. And
people think of these social networks. Well, your email, your Gmail, and your Outlook, and your Mac Mail contacts.
Right.
That's your ultimate social network.
Right. Right.
That's where it all lives, for most people at least. Now Facebook is changing that a little bit. Twitter is changing that a little bit. Utters will probably change that a little bit. So it's always dynamic and growing. And
very cool. What is next for Utters?
For Utters, we recently released a new site. A new design and a bunch of added functionality. We rolled out in 18 countries, 25 dial-in numbers around the world, so you can expect to see more dial-in numbers coming soon around the world.
Wow.
You can definitely expect some really unique looks at how you conduct your group communications, and the flexibility of not only the permissions for who can see that group communication, but how they can collaborate into it, whether that's on the computer, from their cell phone, on their desktop. It's really going to continue to be about user choice in the Utters world, and giving that flexibility very soon to how groups are communicating. So that's what's on tap.
I see that you have
we wanted to give you a Bessie as a thank you for having us on.
Bessie, look at that. And she indeed has udders.
She does have udders.
And a big happy smile.
Absolutely.
This is so great. And is that what is this on the side here?
That's supposed to be a cell phone. We should. It was a flip phone, but we should probably
it was a flip phone. I see.
Yeah.
That's
done
excellent.
An iPhone.
Yeah. that's for Bessie 2.0.
Exactly.
You can do that.
Exactly.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you having us on.
Yeah. And so, folks, you have to check out udders.com. It is the big thing here at South by Southwest, and it's going to be the big thing moving forward. So check it out.
Thanks.